Oh, hi, hey, hiya, howdy, my lovely humans. So today I'm going to be making this pizza from scratch. Let me show you how I make it. It's gonna taste so good and I cannot wait to eat it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with 2 cups of spelt flour and then a half a cup of chickpea flour. It doesn't have to be perfect measurements, but that should do. I'm gonna add some salt. I eyeball everything, so my measurements are not always the best. I'm gonna add some warm water so it gives you that doughy consistency. I knead it a little bit, but not much. So I'm gonna leave it here sitting probably for 30 minutes. It's not gonna make much of a difference, but I'm just letting it sit here while I start working on my toppings. So I have already made my hemp seed cheese sauce. That's gonna be the sauce that's gonna be the alternative to cheese. This is what I use, the hemp parts. And then I add water, add the seasonings that I choose, and put it to the blender. I add water little by little just because you don't want it to get too runny, but if it does, you just add more of these to it. This is my pepper sauce that's going to be the alternative to tomato sauce. I put a whole bunch of peppers, I stir fried them with onions, peppers, and mushrooms, and then I blended it. So that's going to be the alternative to tomato sauce. And then I have my cilantro already done and my olives. One of my oyster mushrooms, and I'm going to cut them, slice them thin to add to the topping of the pizza. And then I have some Greek yogurt, some plain Greek yogurt, which I'm going to add some of the cheese sauce and mix it together so it can be an alternative to a ranch dressing. So I can have some dipping sauce. Okay, so now I'm gonna mess with the dough. I put the oven on 350 to preheat. I did add a little bit more flour of the spelt, that way it doesn't stick. So I add it to a parchment paper. I'm gonna add another parchment paper to the top. And then I use a rolling pin, to kind of try to make it into the shape that I want. And of course, it's not gonna be perfect. And I don't want it too thin. A lot of people make theirs thin. I mean, I guess you can, but I'm kind of aiming to try to get it a little thicker. Let me see. And you see how it's sticking? That's when we have to add more of the flour to it. So, I mean, I think it's probably gonna be enough for just myself to eat, but I don't think anybody else is gonna have any. I'm just gonna curl it up a little bit. I said curl it up, whatever you call this. Oh boy, can't find the word right now. Can't think of the word. But I'll add all the toppings in here and it'll be a little bit of a thicker crust. And so what I'm gonna do right now is that I'm going to put it in the oven for about 10 minutes and then pull it out and add the toppings. And so while I'm waiting for the pizza dough, 10 minutes, I'm gonna stir fry these. I have this seasoning that I always mix up, which is oregano, sweet basil, and regular basil. I'm just gonna throw some on here. Add some dill, some thyme, dash of water. Some sea salt. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of sage also. So I took the pizza dough out of the oven. It's been about 10 minutes. And I'm gonna start adding the sauce and the topping. So again, this is the pepper sauce that's gonna be the alternative to the tomato sauce. I'm gonna add some of the cheese sauce. And the toppings. Actually, I should have cut the pizza first, but I didn't. I usually typically, cut it first before adding the toppings, but I forgot. It's okay. I'm gonna add the cilantro here in a minute. Try to do it right. Try to make it look presentable, even though it looks like a hot mess. But remember, it tastes good, so that's all that matters. Now we're gonna put it back in the oven for about another 10 minutes. There it goes. See you in another 10 minutes, beautiful one. Look at this. Look how good that looks. Y'all don't need to thank me now, but you can thank me later. You're welcome. Make it because it's going to taste amazing, I promise. Hope you guys enjoy. If you make it, let me know what you think of it, and I will catch you soon. Bye. Okay, so I'm gonna sit down, taste the pizza. Look at this sauce. This is the Greek yogurt. I forgot to show how I made it, but it's super simple. I just put the cheese alternative, which is the hemp seed that I made, and then I put it in. I mixed 1 tablespoon with the Greek yogurt in this 4-ounce jar. This is the pizza. It looks so good. I don't even have napkin. Forgot to get it. This pizza. I just take some of this because I'm gonna eat this whole thing. And I just dip it. Try you some. It has like that perfect crunch to it. Anyway, you get the point. Try it. It tastes so good. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay blessed, stay safe, and talk to you soon. Bye.